9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the Ground Up Productions presents Talk Therapy with Ladi Miz. She's here to listen and give advice, but brace yourself. If you can't handle the truth, because she's not sugarcoating a thing. She's getting to the root of the problem and addressing the ugly truth. You're now tuned in to Talk Therapy with Ladi Miz.
What's that? What's good, people? Happy Tuesday. We about to get it started. That's right. Y'all already know what it is. It is Talk Therapy Tuesdays with your girl, Ladi Miz. What's good, people? I hope y'all having a great night tonight. Today's topic is going to be a touchy one, but y'all know how it is. Y'all know how we do it. We always go in and talk about those uncomfortable topics because they need to be talked about. For those who are wondering what Talk Therapy is about and what this show is about, well, let me tell you. Talk Therapy is a safe place for us to discuss different topics so that we could come together and create awareness, understanding, and also understand what the importance of accountability is. Sometimes a lot of people do things and they don't take accountability for their actions. Sometimes we need to just talk about things and air it out and get it off our chest. Talking sometimes is all the therapy that sometimes we need. Now, of course, if you need something beyond that, a licensed person or a psychiatrist, that's a whole different story. But this is just really getting to the surface of things and really just talking about everything that we need to discuss. Okay. Again, like I said, it's about accountability. It's about taking, responsible for your actions and the things that you do. It's also a place where we can have conversations so we can grow. You know what I mean? Grow into the best versions of ourselves. I think that is so important. A lot of times people don't understand what that means. And people love to point the finger, but looking at yourself and looking in the mirror and fixing you is more important than anything else. All right. Talk therapy is really, it's just having somebody to talk to. I come on here to talk to y'all. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. I come on here to talk to y'all. Y'all talk to me. We talk together. We get through this together. All right. So, again, I'm the ear to listen, but I'm also, that person that's going to give you the truth, that ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. It is what it is. Sometimes, at the end of the day, you just need that ear. You need that person that's going to sit there. Sometimes people just want to hear you or not hear you. They want to get advice from you. And they really don't always want a whole lot of other stuff. They really just want to hear what you got to say to reassure that what they're feeling is right. And that's what I'm here for. All right. All right. So again, today's topic is, are you sleeping with the enemy? So basically, could your significant other not want to see you be successful or make it? And do you feel like they are your biggest undercover hater? Because sometimes it could be like that too. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. We're also going to talk about how we're going to manage to get through these things. So before we get into that, y'all know that we always like to do our commercial break. And then we're going to advertise for someone. So let's get into that. I feel like I'm a little slow today. I don't know what's going on with me. Y'all gotta excuse me. So let's get into this commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Are you a content creator? Do you make music videos, short films, documentaries, web series, kids shows, movies, stand-up comedy, visual podcast, educational shows, or sports? Are you a fitness instructor or gamer? Do you record church ceremonies or report news? If so, contact From the Ground Up Productions TV by email at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com. For more information on getting your content played on our network on Roku, where there are over 85 million viewers and growing. No more being limited or blocked on social media from the content you post and create. Get the freedom to be you without restrictions from controlled social media. And if you want to run your ads or sponsor our network, contact us now at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com to get started now.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions. And you're listening to Talk Therapy with Ladi Miz. Broadcasting around the world.
Yeah. I'm on some laid back stuff tonight. Y'all know what it is. We really in a relaxing mode right now. That's how I feel right now. But again, today's topic, for those who don't know, is, are you sleeping with the enemy? You know what I mean? And listen, a lot of people are, a lot of people are and don't know it. And a lot of people know and they still sleeping with the enemy because they don't know how to get away from them. So we're going to chop it up about that topic. But before we do that, since we're on that topic, I think the perfect affirmation for tonight would be, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, baby. Okay. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it don't even matter if you're sleeping with the enemy. You got to know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So before we get into that, I just want to shout out this artist real quick that we interviewed yesterday. His name is Billy Black. This artist is super dope. Make sure you guys follow him and check out his social medias. This brother is new to the game of hip hop. And so he got a lot going on. So let's check out his social medias. He's going to put that up there real quick. That's his Twitter, his Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Independent hip hop artist out of South Carolina doing his thing, new to the hip hop game. And his videos out there is super dope, super lit, super fire. Make sure y'all check him out. All right. Okay. All right, guys, let's get into it. I mean, listen, let's be honest. If you sleeping with the enemy, that's not always an easy thing that you're going to be able to say, do, approach. That's not even an easy thing that you might be able to say, especially if they sitting right next to you. It's funny because Ray sitting right next to me, right? So he's probably wondering, did she write this shit for me? No, it ain't for him. But I mean, sometimes, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I mean, look, when we arguing, I do feel like that. You know what I mean? Don't be clicking me off. Don't be clicking me off. But listen, guys, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what it is. That's what it's about. We got to be honest with ourselves and be honest with everything and address these things. So let's talk about the first thing. The first thing, are you sleeping with the enemy? Let me take a quick little drink real quick. Have you ever been with somebody who don't want to see you make progress or get to the next level? Okay. Have you ever been with somebody who do not want to see you make any progress or get to the next level? Most people like that are afraid that you're going to move on and forget about them. Okay? So sometimes when you're in a relationship, it could be a friendship with someone, it could be a marriage, because listen, sometimes you got what they call it, platonic friends. We have platonic friends sometimes. Sometimes we have what do they call them? What the hell do they call them? Friends with benefits, right? Sometimes we have friends with benefits, and sometimes we just have the husband or the wife. And that right there, okay, is very, how can I put it? how can I say this? Because this is a hard one, right? This is a hard one. That right there alone is like it's a shocker, because sometimes you look over to the next person and you think this is supposed to be the person that is supposed to be supporting me in everything that I do, everything that I got going on, and this person is not doing that. So it might be stopping you from doing what you got to do. It might be stopping you from moving forward, from you doing the things that you need to do to make progress and to grow. Thank God. I'm glad you're done with that, because that shit is driving me crazy, right? Whatever you're doing, all right? Oh, okay. Okay, guys, give us 1 second. Ray is trying to fix something real quick. I'm not sure what happened. But he has it down as made for kids video. So it's saying, oh, okay, that is not commented. So guys, just bear with us for a minute. Now y'all can see why I look like I was a little crazy, right? I was like babbling on, trying to find my way through shit. Like, what the hell? I said, what am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't figure out what the hell I was talking about. So we're trying to see what's going on here. So it won't let you fix the restrictions on it. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. So hopefully he saved it. I apologize for that, guys. You know, sometimes these things happen and it's a-okay, because listen, it happens sometimes, But anyway, guys, hopefully is it fixed? Okay, we're you guys should be able to comment now, hopefully, if everything is in there. Somebody put a comment up and let us know if it's going through, so we know that it's working. So some technical difficulties, it happens sometimes behind the scenes. It's all good. But if you're there, I see it's people in the chat room right now. So if you could put up some type of comment, let us know. If I don't see any comments, and I guess we would know that it's still not working. So like I was saying, you with that person, you're trying to make it to the next level. Now let's check it out. Some people have low self-esteem. Okay, these people that have low self-esteem are the main ones that is not going to want to see you go any damn where. They're not going to want to see you do nothing. See, people like that, they're not working on themselves. They're not doing anything with themselves. They are not working on themselves. It's crazy. And yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go, guys. I'm glad it's back up and working. They're not doing nothing with themselves. They're not working on themselves. So they'll stay in a relationship and pull a person down. They will pull that person down because they feel like, honestly, again, going back to the self-esteem, they don't want to see you progress and stuff like that, because they think in their mind that you're not going to want them anymore, right? That you're going to look for somebody else because you might find somebody else that's better than them. So they'll try to sabotage you and everything that you got going on. And it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I forget what they call those people. Oh my God. The people that, oh boy, I forgot the damn word for it. But they, when you're in a relationship, these are the type of people that they lie all the time. They just like compulsive liars. And I don't remember the freaking name, but whatever it is, whatever it is, at the end of the day, people like that will always really be in your way. Okay? They will be in your way from you to be able to move forward. And that is a huge issue. That is a huge issue. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, how are you really going to work with that? How are you going to deal with that? Sometimes that could be affecting you on how you even handle your business, because you might be stressed out. You might be stressed out. You might get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to progress. I'm focused. I'm this and that. And you can't even focus and do your job correctly because you're too busy beefing with that person, too busy fighting with that person. Or maybe that person is just straight up cheating on you. Straight up cheating on you, out there doing this, that, and the third. And maybe you know about it and you don't know how to leave. Let's talk about not knowing how to leave. Like, some people be stuck in situations and relationships that they know is not good for them, and they stay in it anyway. Why do y'all think that is? Why do you guys think that people stay in relationships that they know is not good? So basically, sleeping with the enemy is a part of that, right? You're sleeping with somebody who you know is really trying to sabotage you and don't really have no love for you. All right. Because your enemy can't have no love for you. You expect that from people out in the street, but you do not expect that from the one that you sleeping with. You don't expect that from them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. Let me give some shout outs real quick, guys. Let me big shout out to TT in the building, King Charlie Prince in the building, Hardy Slice, Town Mama, Shaki, Tanya. I'm not sure if I missed anybody else, but big shout out to y'all on the check-in. Guys, make sure you share this link. I know that the comment section wasn't working. If, like Karen said, you might have to kind of refresh and reboot and come back in if you realize that you can't type the comments in. Just go out and come back in and it should work. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, people like that, Karen said, that's why I'm divorced. Okay. Listen, not everybody have the willpower to be able to walk away. Not everybody have the willpower, because some people are in relationships that is, I guess you would call those conditional, right? You would call those conditional type of relationships. It's because it's something that's going on good for that moment. But what happens when things get tough, when things get rough, and when things get bad? Are you able to get through that? But listen, it all depends, because if you're sleeping with the enemy, you want to get the hell up out of that relationship. You understand what I'm saying? You definitely want to get up out of there. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to have issues. A lot of times people are looking for perfection, right? So I want to talk about that for a minute, because you can't go around judging every single person off of their imperfections, because you have them too. I have them. We all have them. No one is perfect, although we expect them to be. Okay. No one is perfect. But at the end of the day, you still want to make sure that you're presenting yourself the best way that you can, and you're with somebody that respects you and everything about you. Because that's where it really starts. It starts with respect. But we don't want conditional love, right? We don't want conditional love. Conditional love, they can turn into an enemy. You understand what I'm saying? They can actually turn into an enemy. I'm about to tell y'all a story. I'm gonna try to get the story right. Yo, my stories, when I be trying to tell these stories over, I swear I be messing these stories up. But I'm gonna tell it the best way I can. I heard this on it's a law of attraction room on Clubhouse. So check this out. This is what we call conditional love. Listen to this story. There was a blind lady, right, who was so unhappy with her situation and how she was, and the fact that she was blind. But she had this man, a boyfriend, that loved her so much, and he stayed in the relationship with her and loved her unconditionally. She would say, I love this man because he loved me. And if only I could see, I would marry him. If only I could see, I would marry him. So one day, somebody donated a pair of eyes to this lady, right? They donated a pair of eyes to this lady. So she was able to see. So she got her wish. But she was so disappointed when she was able to see, and she turned to the man that she felt she loved and realized that he was blind too. He didn't have no eyes. But she couldn't deal with that. So she left him. Okay? That's what I'm talking about conditional and unconditional. She left him. He loved her when she was blind, but she couldn't love him when she realized he was blind. And then later on, she got a message. And that message said, just take care of my eyes, dear. He donated his eyes to her, and she was able to see. See how he loved her through everything. But she couldn't do the same for him. That right there is sleeping with the enemy when you don't even know it, because that love is not unconditional. It's actually conditional love. You understand what I'm saying? It's conditional love. What you was trying to say, right? You know what I mean? So listen, guys, when I talk about sleeping with the enemy, Remember that story. And sometimes I got to tell people to check yourself. Definitely check yourself, because that right there says a lot. You never know. You might fall into that category. Anybody could fall into that category when it comes to that. Okay? Anybody can fall into that category and don't realize that that could be you. You could be on either side. This is why you got to sometimes see when you're in certain situations. It, like they say, it's not what you go through, it's what you get through. But don't be going through every damn thing if they the damn enemy. Okay? You can't be going through that. You got to know what's good, Katrina. Listen, you have to know. You must know who you laying beside at night. Because let me tell you something. Your spirit is mixed up with their spirit, and that'll come up off on you. Okay? A lot of people don't understand. I don't know if you're spiritual. I ain't talking religion. I'm talking spirit. When you laying next to a spirit that's not a good spirit, it's going to mess up your spirit. It's going to mess up how you feel. It's going to mess up your day. It's going to mess up all of that. You know what I mean? So that's why you got to be careful who you lay down with. You have to be careful who you lay down with, because they can affect you and your spirit. Imagine you being around your enemy 24/7. Do you know how that can feel? First of all, it's depressing, because you want to make sure when you come through the door and in your house that it's a place of peace where you could rest. You don't want to be sleeping with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? You're in the bed like shit. You don't want to be like that. That's why it's important. Again, you got to pay attention to people's actions, to what they do, how they move, and also know, is it real or is it fake? Is it real or is it fake? Because people have alternative motives. All right. Yo, I be seeing memes all the time, and it be like, yo, a lot of y'all wouldn't be in a relationship if you had a place to live. You know what I'm saying? Conditional. You know what I mean? Some people just with people because they ain't got nowhere else to go. It's not because they love them, but my thing is, be truthful with it. Absolutely, King Charlie Prince. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Absolutely. You know? Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, people like that are afraid. They're afraid that, yo, when you sleep it, when they think that you grinding, you doing this, you doing that, they be feeling like, oh my God, if they make it, they probably going to get around all these successful people, all these type of people, and I'm no longer going to look a certain way to them. So because of their own fears and their own self-esteem, they will sabotage you and try to hold you back. Okay? Because of their own fears and their own low self-esteem, they will sabotage you and try to hold you back. Renee said sometimes you don't realize that the person is the enemy because you become accustomed to their treatment towards you. Can I get a freaking amen on that? I love that. You ain't never lied, Renee. Let me tell you something. That is so very true. See, what happens is, again, people that are with people in relationships and they're being treated badly, that shit starts fucking with, well, it's my show, the hell with it. It start fucking with their whole self-esteem, their emotions, how they feel about themselves. They start getting mad and jealous at other people for no damn reason at all, because sometimes people will purposely try to mess with your head and mess with your mind to destroy your confidence so that you can feel like you don't deserve better. That's sleeping with the enemy. They don't want you to level up. They do not want you to level up. Renee, you hit that right on the head. I'm so glad you said that, because those people, again, and I'm going to keep saying it, it goes back to the fact of, yo, they make it. You know what I mean? This is what my condition is. This is what my situation is. This is how I look. They're probably going to get around this successful looking woman or this successful looking guy, and all these people might want them. And then it's, you know, they're not going to want me, all of this stuff. But Renee, I'm telling you, you don't know how many people, I mean, there's so many people that will stick with someone who they know is no good. And again, a lot of times we say, God, please help me. God, please give me a sign and show me if this person is bad. God be giving the signs out like crazy, and they be dodging them shits and then saying, why me? Why is this happening to me? Because you're not listening to the signs that are there, that the person that you was with is your enemy, not your lover, not your friend, your enemy. And if you continue to stay with people like that, it's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy you. So again, that conditional love, y'all, is real. All right? That conditional love is real. Like I said, people out here, they in relationships only because they getting, like, it's beneficial for them. People don't even know what real love is. People don't even know what real love is. Soon as shit go bad, they want to bail out. That's not love. And remember, guys, let me make sure I'm clear on this. When I say bad, because I don't want you to get confused with one thing or the other. When I'm talking about bad, I'm talking about arguments, pettiness, little things like that. I'm not talking about abuse. I'm not talking about someone constantly putting you down, physically abusing you, verbally abusing you, emotionally abusing you. I'm not talking about someone who could be a fucking rapist. I'm not talking about someone who could be a stone cold cheater. I'm not talking those people. There's no working out. There's no working out, okay? Because let's face it, if someone is a cheater and they don't understand what loyalty is, like, look, people cheat sometimes, whatever. But some people, it's just they cheat all the fucking time. Those people are the reason that HIV and all these other things is up. You see people in marriages. I always say this, and I tell my daughter, don't think that just because you're in a relationship or even because you're married that it can't happen. It can. Nobody, I don't give a damn who it is. You can't trust nobody when it comes to your body. And you have to pay attention to, you don't know what a person is doing when they walk out that door. And I always say, it doesn't freaking matter. Let me tell you what people say. Oh, somebody cheat on you. And then you want to fight for the relationship and tell them not to be a cheater. And they say, okay, they're not going to cheat no more. But that's not good enough. You know why it's not good enough? Let me explain to you why that's not good enough. Because they're only telling you what the hell you want to hear. The minute that you can't see what they're doing, they're going to do what they want to do anyway. You think that your word means something? It doesn't. You don't want to see somebody with you just because you fought for it and you said, I don't want you to do this, but they didn't do it on their own. If they didn't do it on their own, then they don't want to do it. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If they didn't do it on their own, they don't want to do it. And I always say, when they know you can't see them, that's when they're going to do what they want to do. All right? So my thing is this. Check this out. People, when you're wrong, right? Male, female, don't matter. Ask the person, if you thought that what you was doing was right, would you have done that shit if I was standing right there? Would you have done that shit? Because people are sneaky. People are sneaky as hell. They'll sit there and try to put on this good, man, I'm telling you, the wolf in sheep clothing is something else. They'll sit there, okay, and put on this whole good act like they're such a good person, so loving, so caring, so good. But that should be a whole front, okay? They should be giving out Oscars like a motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, yo, they give them Oscars out. They should be giving out Oscars to a lot of these people out here, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. We're going to open up the phone lines in a minute. But I'm trying to tell y'all, they should be giving them out because people play a great role, all right? People play an excellent role. They act like they so perfect. And they be the main ones. And I always say, oh my God, I always say, like, you never know where, look, it's crazy because, like, I met my husband, Ray, in the club. They say you can't find somebody in the club. I say that ain't true. Shit. That's not true. We met in the club, right? But sometimes they tell you, like, yo, you can meet a good guy in church. But, yo, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes those be the worst ones. Yo, for real, y'all. Sometimes the ones in the church be the worst ones because they be the, like, look, that's why they there every day a week. They gotta repent. They gotta fucking repent. They out there living crazy and living foul. They probably feel bad, so they gotta go in there and ask God for forgiveness. But if you really want that, stop doing what you're doing and you ain't gotta ask for forgiveness. You could just be doing the right thing constantly, right? Making mistakes is one thing, but the other part is a whole different story. Whole different story. All right. Those people out there who are afraid of you being successful, I always go to that because I feel like that right there always has something to do with sleeping with the enemy. Those people, they're afraid that you're going to leave them and they're not living their purpose. And let's talk about that for a minute. Katrina said, I met my hubby in the lounge. See, we on the same boat, Katrina. For real. We on the same boat. Oh, snap. Wait, before I even go to that, Shaki said, bring that back. I can't say. Yes, they are a repetitive offender. Okay, definitely. They keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, and those the same people that in the beginning, a lot of times these people seem like such like the excellent person, right? I always let me tell you something. Anybody that's too nice, I don't trust them because they always say you're meeting a representative, right? Oh shit, we do it. I do it. You know what I mean? We all do it. You meet somebody, I'm the nicest person in the damn world. But give me a minute. The truth. Give me a minute, y'all. That shit gonna come out. Yo, for real. Listen, we meet they say you're meeting somebody's representative. It's so very true. But at the end of the day, listen, let me tell you something. It goes down. Okay. Renee said, oh, can you go to Renee's comment real quick? Ooh, manipulative. Yes. She said the pastors are manipulative. And look, no shot at the pastors, but that's very true. See, sometimes, and this is the thing. A lot of times people be out there and they be swearing up and down that just because somebody is a pastor, they human beings too. Okay? They are human beings too. And a lot of times people won't expect it from them. They probably up there on the pulpit talking about some shit they just did last night. You know what I'm saying? They out there talking about some shit they did last night and telling y'all better not do that. You're going to go to hell. Well, I don't know. I'll see you there next week. Listen, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. But yo, for real, at the end of the day, guys, I'm going back to the person not living their purpose, that right there is an issue. If someone is not doing something that's fulfilling to them and they're not living their purpose, all right, they could become very angry with you. And that sometimes could become a jealousy issue. It could become a jealousy issue, all right? Who knows? You might be going to school. You know what I mean? You might be starting a business and that person could probably be maybe not doing anything. Or sometimes when people go to work and stuff and they're not happy with certain situations and these things, it bothers them. And they probably not even being like that on purpose, but it starts coming out in their actions. And they might look over to the person beside them and start comparing their life to theirs. And it starts a whole big thing. So this is why you definitely have to be careful with who you laying beside. Pay attention. Pay attention to every single thing. And I don't give a damn. Don't listen to just what they say. Pay attention to what they do. Actions speak louder than words. It does not freaking matter. I don't give a damn what nobody say to me. I'm only watching. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? Is what you doing, does it show? And I'm not watching for little petty stuff because that's going to happen. We're going to argue about that, right? People, we all gonna argue about petty stuff. I'm talking about the big stuff. The big stuff. The big stuff. Who do you think you are? I don't know why that came in my head. I'm talking about the big stuff, y'all. For real, for real. Listen, open up the phone lines real quick. We're going to open up them phone lines. If y'all want to join me on this conversation, y'all can call in if you choose to do so. But again, you could be with somebody that is intimidated by you. You know what I mean? Somebody who is intimidated by you. That's a whole nother thing. You know? That's crazy. Because you should be working together as a team. That's why I know I'm lucky. I have my husband that's totally supportive and 100% on my team, no matter what the situation is. Even if, listen, let me tell y'all how so professional we could be. Okay, it could be real crazy. We could be going through it over here, arguing like a mug. Matter of fact, if you go back to one of our shows. One of the shows, the mics wasn't muted. You could kind of hear our argument at the beginning of the show before it started. Somebody hit me up like, Miz, you got to mute the mics. I'm like, yo, listen, this shit happens sometimes. They caught us. It's all good. It goes down sometimes. But the whole thing is, at the end of the day, we have our little arguments. But as soon as we hit that button, it's game time and the professionalism has to start. I cannot bring my personal business on here because I'm having an argument behind the scenes. It just can't happen, right? And I could be thinking all kinds of crazy stuff, but I'll be talking to him like it's nice. As soon as them cameras go off, I roll my eyes. I get up. I don't want to talk to his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still pissed off, all right? You know, at that moment, I guess I'm the enemy. Because I be mad because he be the enemy to me sometimes. Shit, you know? Shoot, I'm just saying what it is. For real, for real. But nah, for real, all jokes aside, guys, if you're with somebody who's not living a purpose, they might be upset with you. That's why I always say, remember, it is up to you. It is totally up to you to make sure that you are living in your purpose. You are living your dream. It's nobody else's job to make sure that you're happy. That's your job. That is your job and your job alone. Period. Point blank. Yes, Grant, out all day, my husband support me 100%. These comments, the reason they coming up on the screen is because he over there doing that. You understand what I'm saying? So 100%, you know. But yes, I have to be. No matter what happens, I have to be professional when the cameras is rolling. You know, it is what it is. You know, for real, for real. Yes, Shaki said Team Ray, Team Ladi Miz and Ray. Yes, the good outweighs the bad. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we're going to go through stuff. Sometimes we're going to argue. Sometimes we're going to fight. You have to know the difference between having a minor disagreement in an argument versus if someone is a true enemy of you. Versus someone who is definitely somebody who could destroy you, destroy your life, destroy everything that you have going on. You know, that person is the enemy. That person don't want to ever see you make it. You know, some people would do stuff to get in your head to make sure that they keep you down. Some people will make sure that they destroy everything about you so that you could feel like the only person you have is them and nobody else. They want to make you feel like that so that you don't go no damn where and you stuck with them so they can have control over your ass. That's the enemy. That's the enemy. People like that are dangerous people. They're very dangerous because what they do is they come like they're trying to help. They act like they're trying to be resourceful and helpful, but they're not. They have underlying agendas to destroy you for their own purposes. Okay, that's what the enemy is. Narcissistic. Yes, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Thank you, Shaki. My God, I was trying to talk about that. Yes, that's the word. I couldn't figure out what the word is, and that's what it is right there. Narcissistic. Am I saying say it again? Narcissistic. You messing me up. How you say it? Narcissistic. Did I say it right, y'all? Narcissistic. I hope so. But if not, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Yes. That right there. Woo, them people are dangerous. Do you hear what I'm saying? Very dangerous people. Very, very dangerous people. Somebody said I know a few. Them comments going quick. Yes. Oh, tell mama. Yeah, she said she know a few. And Renee said isolation from others, very dangerous. Ooh, that one is extremely dangerous. I always tell people, I don't give a damn who it is. I know sometimes we want to live our life, live our best life. Don't go too far away from your people. Don't go too far away from your family. Anybody that's trying to remove you from the people that love you the most, away from your friends or away from your family, get the hell away from them. Those are the people that is the enemy, okay? Don't sleep with them, motherfuckers. Do not sleep with them. Do not be with them. Separate yourself with them. They're doing that so they can have control over you, okay? Control over you. You got to be very careful. That's a good one, Renee. Definitely good. I like Renee. You be coming. Woo, you be coming. Yo, you be coming with some good ones because that is very, very true. Grant Body P said, I can't stand mofos. Oh, Shaki. I know too many of them. Controlling. Yes. Controlling mother-us. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Look, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little control freak though. All right. I'm a little control freak. I cannot tell you. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not a control freak where it's damaging to one's life. I just kind of want I'll be like, do it this way. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? I'm controlling on that. If I'm doing something, I kind of want it to be the way that I said, you know. But listen, but that's different. There's levels to this shit. Okay? There's levels to it. All right. Tell mama said, what if it's your own blood family? All rules apply to everybody. See, let me talk to you real quick about that. Tell mama, check this out. See, a lot of times I'm always voting for family, right? To a certain extent. But if they're toxic, then you need to get the hell away from them. See, I know I used to be the person trying to please everybody, be the people pleaser. And of course, you love family, right? And you want to make sure that you try to have a relationship with everybody. Oh, kumbaya, we are family, right? We want all of that. But I started to learn that titles is not going to let me get played. And what do I mean by that? Just because somebody is family. See, a lot of times people like to use that to try to treat you some kind of way, to devalue you and think that you're not going to do nothing or say nothing because you family, like you just supposed to take it. See, I don't do that no more. I'm done with those days. So to answer your question, if it's family, the rules apply to them too. If they're toxic, why would you allow them in your life? Why would you allow them in your atmosphere? It doesn't matter who it is. They're toxic. And a lot of times, again, sometimes we keep opening that door, and then we mad, right? But the only person you should be mad with is yourself because you're allowing. See, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. When I look at family, I have to see how they treat me first. I don't fall for the bullshit no more because a lot of times people talk about, oh, you know, you got to be this way with family. And of course, family should always be first. But if it's not first to them, then why the hell you putting them first? If they treating you like shit, then why the hell do you value yourself? Do they value you? What are they doing? You understand what I'm saying? Let me read this real quick from Renee. Toxic family members can destroy you even more because we are raised to put family first, like I said, when they will destroy themselves. Or first, when they will destroy themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. See, that's exactly what I was saying, Renee. A lot of times we be so into, we got to be this way because of family, this and that. But at the end of the day, even though I know we ain't sleeping with family and this is sleeping with the enemy, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm just answering the question, you know, because it if they don't value you, if they don't respect you, you do not have to deal with them. Okay? You do not. And I'm going to tell you like this. Anybody that makes excuses for that behavior, you don't have to deal with them either. Nobody should be disrespected. No one should be disrespected, especially if you're the type of person that's loving, caring, and giving. I don't give a damn. So it don't matter. Titles don't matter to me no more. They don't. I'm looking at how you treat me. So if whoever I am to you means something, show me then. Because they damn sure gonna show you when they doing everything else they doing. All right? If they disrespecting you, if they act in a certain way, if whatever they causing harm, whatever the case may be, hell to the no. No. Sometimes it could be your own parents. It don't matter. I'm sorry. I know some people like, you know what I mean? That you ain't sleeping with your parents. This is sleeping with the enemy. But shit, we on the topic, so I'm gonna talk about it. Sometimes it could be parents. Like I know a lot of people that have a lot of issues with some of their parents. I've been there. So, look, I had to tell myself, am I going to keep allowing people to hurt me just because they have the title? And I feel like I'm supposed to love and trust them because that's how we grew up. We got to love and trust and, try to keep a family union. We all want that family union, right? We all want that feeling of the whole everybody get together, the family reunion, to sit down at Thanksgiving, to come together at Christmas, have parties, events, and birthdays. We all want that. But what happens after that? Because, see, I'm going to tell you like this. Boy, don't get me started. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Parties don't matter to me. Parties do not matter. Thanksgivings don't matter. Christmas don't matter. I can have a family dinner any damn day of the week. Family dinner on Sunday. I don't give a damn that it's Thanksgiving. Christmas, same thing. We can exchange gifts all year long. You only get a birthday every year, but you can celebrate life every day. So for me, holidays ain't going to change shit. It's not. What changes is your attitude, the way you treat people, how you respect people. That's what matters, okay? That matters more than anything else. So tell mama I went in on your question. I did. Let me get a drink of water. Tell mama said my mother hung up on me for the last time today. Dang. You want to call in and talk about it? Well, you know what I mean? See, you can't, but here's another thing, guys. You can't allow that to destroy you or mess with, because see, that could be depressing. Because I don't care what nobody say. I know so many people that have mommy issues and daddy issues and all of that stuff. And those things could really affect you because in your mind, you're saying, this is the person that should love me more than anybody in the world. And when you got a problem with them, that really makes you not be able to trust other people. And that can create a person to actually have unhealthy relationships. And this is why we sometimes end up with sleeping with the enemy, because that person don't know how to love. But we ain't going to put it on the parents, all on the parents. That just might be the person's character. Or it could be a previous relationship that they was in before where they got hurt several times and now they don't trust nobody and they going to take it out on you. Okay? Let me go to DJ Cisco. I'm going to read some of these comments real quick. DJ Cisco, he said they actually jeopardize my freedom because I have had some very evil thoughts that I thank God I never carried out on. Okay. You must be talking about, I think you're talking about family members. So listen, don't hurt nobody. Okay. Please don't hurt nobody. All right. Because guys, listen, at the end of the day, you have to understand that your mental strength is important. And your state of mind is important. And you can't let nobody affect that, okay? This is why we need therapy. We need to talk about it. You can't let people affect you by their behaviors and what they do. All right. At the end of the day, you have to be strong, but you have to be aware of the warning signs and don't overlook them. A lot of times we can overlook when we see signs in someone who we know from the back might be the enemy, who might be sleeping with the enemy. You know what I mean? They might be the not sleeping with the enemy, excuse me, who might be the actual enemy that you might be about to sleep with. But you overlook that because it's something that you want from them at that moment, or it feels good to the flesh. The flesh want it, but your soul is telling you hell no, and you're not listening. Okay, this is deep. This is deep. All right. Renee said, "Shoot, if we were raised, where'd it go? If we were raised in bunk beds with your siblings, that is sleeping with the enemy." I can't take it. I cannot take it. Listen, yes, I'm glad Shaki said to DJ Cisco, I'm glad that you didn't, but she understand. See, and that's the thing. When someone hurts you and it's the people that you think should love you the most, I'm trying to tell you, that's a hard feeling to deal with. That is hard. And yeah, you might not be sleeping with that individual, but that enemy could still be in your house. It could be in your family member. It could be in any of those places. And you got to know how you're going to deal with that. Point blank, period. You just have to know. All right. Again, like I told y'all, people like that are not happy with themselves. They're not happy with their lives. And they will destroy you in the midst of that. And some of it might not even be intentional. Okay. It might not be intentional. So most of them, they don't even feel like they have control over their own lives. And that's why they want to have control over yours, because they got to feel like they have control over something. So if they don't have control over their lives, they can't get their own demons under control. Whatever it is that they got going on with them, they try to control you. All right? And that's not a good feeling. That is not a good feeling. All right? They don't want, there's some people that don't even want you to look good. You understand? You ever have, let me tell you, this is crazy, because this is when jealousy is deep within a relationship, whether it's a marriage or any type of bond relationship that you have with a significant other. Some people could be so jealous that they don't even want you to look good because they don't want other people looking at you. That is freaking crazy. First of all, those are the same people looking at somebody else when they look good, but they don't want nobody looking at you if you look good. That don't make no damn sense. First, number one, wouldn't you feel like, okay, I have somebody that looks good and other people are looking? Not that it matters what other people think, but I'm just saying, if they look good, you should just be happy that you're the one that's with them, right? People, look, men will abuse women over that, physically destroy them over stuff like that, because they don't want nobody else looking at their boo. Girls too, they'll scratch your face up, the whole 9 yards. It ain't just, listen, this ain't no just about men. Women do the same shit too. Jealous, because people, you know how many good looking people there are out there? If your relationship is based off of looks alone, that's not good, because we all eventually is going to get old, going to get out of shape and wrinkle. The looks will deteriorate. But what else do you have after that? How is your character? How is your heart? How is your spirit? That's what matters. When you find a person that can fulfill that, that's when you know you're good. If you base everything off of looks, you might end up sleeping with the enemy, because not everybody that look good on the outside is good on the inside. Okay? Not everybody that look good on the outside is good on the inside. Let me read another comment there. I learned to walk away because I don't want anyone to block my blessings. That's what Shaki said. I totally agree. 100%. And King Charlie Prince, what did he say? He got a long one up here. He said, the problem is we come from two different backgrounds and we tend to think our background is better than our spouse. The key is to create a new background with common sense. I like that. I like that. Absolutely, King Charlie Prince. You know, that's a good point that you raised because it is true. We're raised differently. You know, and you actually pick up the habits of the household that you in, and you in your genes. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Some people think that just because they're I you know, everything is great here. You might have grew up in a household with the perfect one parent, but that other parent could be totally absent in your life, but them genes is still there. Don't get it twisted. That you ain't saved by the bell. You know what I'm saying? Them genes are still there. You still gonna have some of that in you, or they might have it in them. You know, so you ain't getting away scot-free. So it's so very true. Background, babe. So very true. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But that make a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Okay. It definitely, yes. And Renee says that goes both ways. It absolutely do. DJ Cisco said this topic is getting me hyped and breathing hard. Listen, it's hard. The different backgrounds. Though, imagine when you coming from different religious backgrounds, you know, a lot of people fight over that. And sometimes that could be hard because you have different beliefs. And when you have different beliefs, one person always feel that their way is the better and the right way. You know, it's freaking crazy. Freaking crazy. Renee said that's what stays shining through. All those qualities you just named. Beauty fades out, but personal substance within yourself never grows old. Absolutely. This must be on a delay. I said that a minute ago. I know how this thing is. I'm looking at stuff. It's on a delay. But you're absolutely right. You are so right. Okay. People don't understand that. You could look into, somebody could look all good, all of that stuff, but none of that stuff. I'm trying to tell you right now. Don't matter at the end of the day because we're going to fade out. But don't get me wrong. Look, you can always fix yourself. You can get the Botox. You can get your breasts done. The guys can work out. You can get your butt done. You can get liposuction. There's so many things to fix you up, but it don't matter if the inside is rotten. Okay? It just don't matter. If the inside ain't good, you ain't good. Point blank, period. All right? Some people out there will destroy your shit because they don't want to see you make it. That right there is I'm trying to tell you that. I think that's the ultimate disrespect. You know, that is the ultimate disrespect because now you're playing with somebody's career. You're playing with somebody's passion. You're playing with somebody's goals in life, what they want to achieve in life, something that they're working so hard on, and you destroy that shit? Are you freaking serious? That much because you don't want to see somebody make it, so you do whatever, throw it out, break it, destroy it, rip it up. Sleeping with the enemy. You can't lay down with people like that. You better find the right. I always tell people this. Don't look for petty stuff to bicker over. We gonna all pick petty stuff. I pick petty stuff sometimes, all right? But do not look for petty stuff, but you got to find the right person. Sometimes, guys, if you end up sleeping with the enemy because you're making wrong choices on the guys that you pick. And if you're picking the same type of men all the time, you might, or women all the time, you might need to do something different. Try something different. You never know what that might do for you. Okay? So if you keep picking an abuser, then guess what? That's because there's something in you that seeks that. I'm not saying, look, please understand this. I am not co-signing or saying it's okay for someone to be physically abusive. I'm saying if you're constantly always ending up with someone like that, trust me, there's similar qualities in every last one of them that do that you keep seeking out and you're attracted to it for some reason. That's why you keep getting it. Find something different. If you like tall guys, date somebody short. If you like light-skinned guys, date somebody dark-skinned. If you like dark-skinned guys, date somebody. Do something totally outside of what your physical attraction is sometimes. And look at the heart. Look at the character. Look at the person. Are they funny? Do they make you laugh? Can you see yourself having a great time with them? You know what I mean? Are you happy with them? Do you bond with them? You know? Are your spirits connecting? There's a lot that you have to think about when you're dealing with somebody. Or else, you just keep finding the same old people over and over and over again. Hold on a second. I didn't mess that up there. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. So anyway, at the end of the day, also, guys, fake love is another one. Okay. Fake love. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Some people out here, they acting like they love somebody and they do not love you. They do not give a damn about you. Okay. So that's why I always say, pay attention to how the person is moving. Pay attention to how the person is moving. What's good, Shaquille? I see you pulling up. Pay attention to how the person is moving. What are they doing? How are they acting? You know? Not just what they're telling you, because everybody can talk. People could talk a good one. That's not what it's about, okay? It's about how they treat you. What are they doing? And what are they doing when you're not looking? That's the real truth right there, because that's the, you want to put a hidden camera up some damn way so you can see who you really with. So guys, listen, some things that you could do. One, never, ever, ever let anybody stop you from achieving your goal. All right? Don't do that. Don't let people stop you from achieving your goal. If that person is getting in the way of you and your passion, you need to leave them. You need to continue to work on yourself. Work on yourself so that you can grow. If you're with somebody who is stopping you, interrupting you, somebody who is a distraction, somebody who is not helping you grow to the best version of yourself, leave them. Leave them. Find other ways, because they're going to hold you back. They're going to hold you back. You need to know how to filter out bad people so that you can receive good people in your life. The law of attraction. Filter out the bad ones. Get rid of them. Stop sleeping and laying up with these type of people. Pray. Pray. People don't understand. Praying is important. I'm not telling you to, whoever you pray with, I'm just saying to pray. Meditate. Meditate. When you meditate, when you put yourself in a good space with good energy and you feel good, you can see clearer and you can see the person that you with much better. Sometimes you just got to be silent and watch and listen, and you're going to see who they are. But if you're too busy talking and going and this and that, it's noisy. You can't hear. It's cloudy. Just sometimes chill, be quiet, watch and listen. Meditate. Look at the person that you with to make sure that that's who you belong with. Are they your soulmate, or are you sleeping with the enemy? And if you are, you need to leave that person. But I'm going to tell you one thing you need to do too for people like that. Pray for them too. Pray for people like that because they need it. When you pray for people like that, you receive a blessing also. And I'm not trying to get preachy on y'all, churchy. I'm just telling you, for real, pray for people like that because they don't know what real love is, and it's sad. But they got you wrapped up in their drama. And if you up there sleeping with them, then they might turn you into somebody who's no longer going to know what real love is either. All right? That's something that we got to do. Again, create the law of attraction is so very important. Listen, guys, sorry the show kind of got off on a little rough start. But I just want to remind y'all that we have a compilation coming out, Family Business. So make sure y'all look out for that. Reality show, Making It in the 845. Look out for that. Hood Court coming. That's a new show that we're going to be having on here. Look out for that. Check out my website, ladimiz.com. I spell lady with an I. That's www.ladimiz.com. Everything that you can, everything that we got going on is on that site. From the Ground Up Productions, our podcast, our TV network, music, books, entertainment. There's forums if you want to be a part of the reality show and you're in the 845. There's forums if you want to be a part of the team and join the team from the Ground Up Productions TV. All of that is on that website. You could check it out and look around. Also, I want to remind y'all that I do workshop classes. Matter of fact, let me get into that commercial real quick. This workshop class, these are different services that I provide to people. Last time somebody asked is peacementoringllc.com. So let's get into that commercial real quick.
Looking to learn something new? Well, you're one click away from taking that next step to be where you want to be. Book a private session or sign up for our workshop classes that teaches you how to build your credit, budget your money, artist development skills, start and grow a podcast, and the basic skills needed to write your first book. Act now. Go to peacementoringllc.com and sign up now. For private sessions, email us at peacementoringllc@gmail.com.
We back. Shit is crazy, y'all. Lord, y'all don't even know. Anyway, yeah, that's the gunshots. I had to wake y'all up real quick. Make sure y'all wasn't sleeping over there. Yo, so guys, also I want to remind you that Ian 95 is on the compilation that we got, Family Business, and he have an album out right now. Make sure y'all check that out. Evolve is super dope. This young brother is doing his thing out there. He dropped that album, so go look for it. It's on all streaming platforms. And I also want to remind you guys that, listen, I've been working really, really hard and oh man, y'all have no idea. I have my potato chips will be coming out very, very soon. I'm finally getting to the finish line with that. Boss Move chips, okay? And that will be coming out soon. I will be selling those and having them in stores. So make sure you guys look for that. And once that is on and going, I'm going to tell you guys how you can have the opportunity to get your face on the chips, and also looking for brand ambassadors out there. So again, make sure that you guys check all of that out. Go to my website, again, ladimiz.com, for all that we got going on. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope that you are not sleeping with the enemy. I hope that I'm not sleeping with the enemy. But sometimes though, like I told y'all, it is what it is. Nah, y'all know Ray be holding me down. Thank you so much, DJ Cisco, DJC Radio Global. Want to shout him out. Any independent artists out there, make sure y'all go check out DJC Radio Global. That's the new mainstream for independent artists, and he's always been there and been supportive. I got a new joint out called Wavy. Forgot to tell y'all about that. That is actually on all streaming platforms. And if you go to DJ Cisco Radio Show, djcisco.com, you guys can actually download that, and those proceeds will also go towards feeding the homeless, guys. Feeding the homeless. So listen, appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to this YouTube channel. If you're on right now and you have not done that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, and make sure you share this with other people. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Peace. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, slaughtering day. Okay, sound like a murder to me. Go take them Jay-Z lines. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with Ladi Miz on Talk Therapy. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.